Hi everyone, I am Professor Aishwarya. I am going to teach module number 3, support reaction. So in this lecture video, you will be seeing different types of loads. In the earlier lecture, you had seen different types of beams. So I have explained about simply supported beam, cantilever beam, propped cantilever beam, overhanging beam, isn't it? So that are all the various examples of beams, and now the continuation of the beams is going to be there with types of loads. So we shall see about the different types of loads. So when coming to the load, we have different types of load, that is self weight, okay, moving load, and dead weight, right? So there are different types of loads, and I'm going to explain about what are all that, right? So when coming to self weight, we will be taking every building will be having its own weight, right? Before going for load calculation, why this load calculation is necessary means, with this load calculation only you can able to design a beam. Okay, you can able to allocate the size of beams. After allocating the size of beams, you can able to apply the loads, and that loads will be with that you can frame the foundation, beams, columns, and everything, etc. So now I'm going to teach you about what is the first type of beam. The first type of a load is in the beam, which is applied in the beam, is point load. Point load, in other words, called as a concentrated load. So it will be represented in terms of Newton or kilonewton. So it is represented as WW for a W, right? Maybe W1, W2, W3, up to how many point loads we are applying, right? For example, you are a person of a weight, imagine you are a person of weight 50 kgs. So 50 kgs means like W will be equal to 50 kg. How your weight will fall? Vertically downward direction, right? So the arrow mark should face in the vertically downward direction. So there are different types of loads, like 20 kilonewton, 100 kilonewton, 60 newton. So these are all the various loads which can be applied in the load. The load which is concentrated at single point is called the point load. The load concentrated at one point is called the point load. Okay, so whatever the type of load, you need to convert it into a single point load. For example, your load may not be evenly distributed, right? For that you have to convert it into a single point load, so that the calculation will be very easier. In some cases there are some inclined loads which you need to resolve it into x component and y component. X component means f cos theta, y component means f sin theta. You have to take the theta, right? So now I'll tell you one example for a uniform concentrated load, right? For the concentrated load, here consider a beam, and this beam is having walls on two sides, and in that beam a load or W is applied at the center of the beam, right? Okay, so now I am going to explain you about uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load means um, up to certain length there will be a even distribution of a loading. So it is said as uniformly distributed load, in short term UDL. The UDL unit is kilonewton per meter or newton per meter. There will be walls at both ends, and in the beam, for example, from 0th distance to 100-meter distance or 10-meter distance or 5-meter distance, whatever, the load distribution will be same. In other words, it is also said as a rectangular distribution of load. So here the formula for calculation UDL is W into L. W means the weight of the entire loading, and L is the span up to which the loading is suited. So you need to convert it into a single point load before going to solve the numerical. Okay, after converting it into a single concentrator load, you can able to solve the problem, right? And next one is uniformly varying load. What is it? Uniformly varying load means, like from one point to another point, gradually the load will be varied. This type of load gradually increases or sometimes decreases with respect to the length of the beam. In other words, as in the UDL, in the UVL means uniformly varying load, it's called as a triangular distribution of load. So the formula for triangular distribution of load is half into W into L. It looks like W half BH, isn't it? Right. So in the UDL, whenever you convert it into a point load, you will just make it or fix it in the center of the beam. But in the UVL, you will be locating it in the 1/3 from the maximum height, 1/3 distance from the maximum height. Like this, you need to fix the loads, right? So these are all the three types of loadings, and along with that we have general loading. General loading usually for this first semester you will not be getting, but general loading is a random distribution of loads. You may not you cannot consider either as a uniformly varying load or uniformly distributed load, right? So general loading is a different kind, but now you will be seeing, but general loading only we are undergoing in our day-to-day life. But the major three types which you will be using in this module and you will be solving the numerical is concentrated load, uniformly distributed load, and also uniformly varying load. Okay guys, so these are all the three different kinds of loadings. It is going to be a very important question for your semester. Okay, so thank you everyone. So we shall meet in the next lecture video. Thank you all.